Yo, Tony D here, back with another one. Keeping things positive. Man, keep that positive mental attitude. You can't be beat, We're taking over the world one comic at a time. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's been a while since I've given Moon Knight some love on the channel. And truly, Moon Knight is one of my favorite characters from Marvel. But the story time part of this is, I remember being at the spinner rack and I remember looking at Moon Knight, the covers, and for some reason, I remember the character in the corner there. I remember looking, but never pulling the trigger, man. It was like, I don't know, I only had money for one comic most of the time, but this little store I would go to, I just always have that memory of seeing that, the character up in the corner, but never pulling the trigger, and I can't figure out why I never did. I don't know if I felt like I was cheating on Batman, or there was probably more. You know what I think it was is there were other things going on where there was fighting on the cover. The Moon Knight covers, they're more artistic, I believe. It's my viewpoint. But Sienkiewicz, his covers, like right now, man, I'm all about it. Christmas time, I usually ask for the first series books. So it's like, if someone's going to spend money at Christmas, I kind of condition my family members. It's like, look, if you're going to get comics, let me tell you, and you just go from there. But I was getting some like wacky stuff, and I was like, if you're gonna spend your money, man, I'll show you how to do it right. It's kind of tacky, but hey, man, they're not wasting their money. But shout out to my sister-in-law. She's great about rallying the troops, man, getting me the right stuff. But I do like the books that my nephew and my niece actually pick out. Like, I want them, that was one of my gift requests, was just send them to the comic store, let them pick out whatever, in the, just a regular comic, nothing expensive, just let them pick it out, because I keep all those and I cherish them. So man, I was going to show you some covers. I picked these up in a collection from my buddy JC Porter. It's like a special edition. I have not read these, but Sienkiewicz has portfolio, so I got to get on that, right? So there's 3 of them. I'll make a comparison here in a minute, but Sienkiewicz is a great artist. I totally dig his stuff. Yeah, these special editions, not really sure. Yeah, like right there, I would look at stuff like that, and maybe it kind of freaked me out, scared me when I was a kid, but glad to have those special editions. And then let's get into this, man. Just a little, I don't like comparing artists, but Stephen Platt had some really dynamic 90s covers with Moon Knight, and they're freaking cool, man. I totally dig them. I usually find on mycomicshop.com, like, this is a fine copy. Like, I'll pay fine copy prices all day. That's my sweet spot. But totally glad I picked this one up, man. I think it was like $10 in a fine copy, but I'm not going to buy no 9.8 graded one for $500. Man, it ain't happening. Another thing about grading is, like, I want to read them, man, look at them, share them with you guys, and I can't do that with graded comics. You'll see me flash some on the channel, but it's usually a cautionary tale. But if you're doing it, it's cool, man. Like, I'm not, hating like that, but it's the books I buy, I want to feel, read, smell, and share. We'll go with that. Sienkiewicz, man, let's get into some of his stuff. So I picked this one up at my local comic shop. Shout out to Matt, Rachel, Dan, the whole Speeding Bullet family. Yeah, this was just kind of their Moon Knight section is, man, it's pretty gone. You know what I mean? That's how you can tell. I guess you can tell if a character's popular, but it's pretty thin. But I did grab this there. I'm glad I have it. So that's my goal, is to collect the first series. I want the whole series. It's challenging, but it's not out of the realm of being doable. You know what I mean? It's I can't remember how many issues there are, but it's just great artwork. And just a story, like a guy with multiple personality disorder, like being a hero, that's really deep and complex. I'm like trying to get these in order. So it's a compelling, character as far as that goes. And that may have been another reason why I didn't really jump on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, these covers are awesome that I'm going to show you. Like, just take it in. And then after these, I'll show you a modern one, and I'll kind of give you some deets on the modern Moon Knight. Like I said, this is a very doable, get the full run type collection, and it's good. You know what I mean? You're not just collecting something that's not really good. But yeah, totally love it. I don't know if this was Sienkiewicz or, let's pop it open. So this one's very fine. This is what I'm talking about. If this was graded, this wouldn't be happening. Boom. Oh, dude, it's like, that's what I'm talking about, man. If you're new to comics, get you some, with that paper, you need to like experience that. Yeah, artist, Sienkiewicz. Doug Mullich, man, that's another thing. I totally dig his narration. Yeah, man, when you get like, when you grade, this is what goes away. It's like it doesn't exist. Such good stuff, man. I'm not hurting a book by looking at it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna devalue, but I highly recommend, if you're new, get you some, I don't know, man, some 80s books, maybe some Copper Age, Silver Age, any age. And you can get them pretty, they're affordable, man. I'm telling you, it's out there. It's a wonderful time to be a comic book collector. And I mean, I'm serious when I say that. Like, I'm totally about it. So you got a nice cover here. You got some action going on. I forget, this is fine condition. These are the two that I really like in my collection so far. Like my Moon Knight collection, like as far as this first series, it's super small. Like there may be a few more, but nothing like where I want it at. And I'll get there. Like, look at that. It's just fantastic. I love that raw, sketchy quality, the speckles. That's kind of his thing though, you know what I'm saying? This one's really cool. Totally want to get the error copy where there's like, it's so funny. I was telling Dan this at the shop. He's kind of looking at me like I was stupid, but there's like a little white dot. And I do collect issues that have errors, or so they say. But yeah, man, there's a little bit of that. So let's get into the modern day. So this series, I'm totally digging it, man. I like the Fist of Khonshu. Davide Paratora is doing the covers, and this guy's growing on me. Like, the more I see of this, I totally like it. At first I was kind of, man, you know what I'm saying? But man, I think we're watching this artist mature right in front of us. And you get the reflective cover. But this issue, reason why I wanted to go over it, man, after I read it, I was like, wow, this is action packed. And also the portrayal of the wrecker in this, like you'll see what I'm talking about. But just to kind of give you the deets of what's going on, the wrecker is being haunted by ghosts, and he goes to Mark Spector for help. I mean, he's at his wit's end with these ghosts, and we find out in the previous issue, these are people that he has killed in the past. But Mark Spector he's getting that sense there's something else here, like a necromancer, like there's some kind of manipulation, and like something's not adding up. And the wrecker, like, okay, this fireman right here this is in the aftermath of the record just going off. I believe there were others. I believe it was an event. I'm looking for the name of the event. What was the event, man? Because I mean, there was more than just the record, but this is very dramatic where, I mean, look at him, just, oh God, like, and then you see that, and he's, who or what could do this? And you get this maniacal, like, that's a potty mouth panel, man. Like, you're just like, oh shit, look at that, man. The tongue, like, the simplicity, the rawness, the speckle, like, just, you can tell something is controlling him, man. It's just madness right there. But just when I turned the page and saw that, I was impressed. It was great. And just the fireman's like, he just didn't care what he was doing. And this is like a support group for survivors. And Spectre is just trying to figure out. I like it when he does this stuff like this, like gets up in his suit. Mr. Knight. Okay, Doctor Strange, Surgeon Supreme. This was in 2019. So yeah, Doctor Strange showed up and stopped it. And Mark Spector is just like, man, something is up. He's actually mad at the record because he gets that info and he feels like he's been used by the record. But come to find out, it's like, it's kind of funny, man. He's all nonchalant about it. He's like, yeah, I was possessed, man. And they're just, so Mark Spector knows what that's like to be manipulated. It's on display there. And he needs to get to the bottom of this. Shout out to the artist. This is good artwork. Domenico Carbone. It's good. Jed MacKay, good writer. So, I mean, it's holding up for me, man. I'm entertained. So they go to the Sorcerer Supreme, who's been having some difficulties. And Clea is there. And man, they're kind of like, I don't know, man. What do you think? You know, Mark Spector, he be pulling in the ladies, man. So he's just trying to get some help on this necromancing thing. You know, the whole thing, he needs to figure it out just because, you know, he's vengeance. And just the whole record coming to him gives it a vibe of something's off. Because, I mean, that's just not normal. So she's got to help. She can't directly help, like give him the answer. But she releases their astral forms where they can get a bird's eye view and focus in on what's not right and kind of find, you know, what's going on. It's like Moon Knight, he shines like that. Like it's, you know, like The Shining, like he's the metaphysical stuff, he can attract it, pinpoint it. So they're doing their thing. I've always wondered, man, how they get this white, this bright, a lot of issues, even before this, lean into this technique. I just need to research it and figure it out, but I totally dig it. Yeah, so they find a place that, where the necromancer may be. So they pretty much know it's a necromancer. Sometimes I wonder when I see like 622, like numbers, like if there's any significance to the artist or writer, but I digress. So this is pretty suspenseful. It's a really good read. Like they're back in the real world and they confront this character. And I was racking my brain. Okay, do you guys do that where you're like, okay, who is it? Who is it? It has to be somebody I know. But it's really a great reveal of, and it's deliberately done slow. Like I was like, oh, is it the wrecker? You know, it kind of looks like him, but beautifully done, Jed MacKay, where I was just racking my brain. But you know what? You got to turn the page sometime. Boom. This is a great reveal, and I'll tell you why. Because it's the dude that was in the support group. It's somebody that literally saw what he did, was there, and was there to help. And so now we have this situation where you have someone literally trying to do good. If you think about it, like it's vengeance, you know what I mean? And he spent years honing his craft. So if you're a speculator, this, I mean, quite literally, this is a first appearance of possibly a character that can develop and, you know, be part of the Marvel Universe. So I'm totally digging Moon Knight, man. If you're, you know, hardcore Moon Knight fans, you're going to do what you're going to do. But if you're a casual reader or you're looking for something that hits that metaphysical itch, great artwork, great writing, I would get this, man. So, Moon Knight, this will grow, and I will keep you updated.